Namaste everyone, and welcome to the Wednesday Anchor to Light meditation. So tonight, well, at least in Southern California, it's tonight, we'll do a change of pace. We'll do some disintegration or cleansing, okay? The idea here is we are going to chant Om, but before we do that, just give it some context. We always want to make sure that you know what the heck you're doing. That's one of the things that I really love about pranic healing about my teacher is he doesn't just say, okay, do this. And you ask why. He doesn't say, just practice. He will tell you why. And then ultimately, the teacher gives you the choice to do it or not. Of course, after he explains to you, you'd be a dummy not to do it. But just to put things in context, all right? So the mantra Om, all the people make fun of it. You hear it on TV, like people, Om, whatever. But in reality, Om have a certain frequency. And if you're very sensitive, you will notice when you make everything super, super quiet, like no noise, no anything, it's quiet. If you're sensitive, some of you almost sense a certain frequency, not a frequency, a certain vibration. And if you practice stillness, some of you could almost hear a very faint, like Om, something like that. So Om is actually the universal sound. And what we want to do is try to, at least to a certain level, a limited level, understand what it does. Because when you chant Om, certain frequencies or colors permeate your being. All right? At the lowest level, when you chant Om, if somebody could see energy, when you chant Om, a brilliant light comes down your crown, and that brilliant light has sparkles of violet. So in advanced pranic healing, we call that electric violet, which is basically divine energy or soul energy. However, like all mantras, there are many, many factors that determine its potency and determines its use. One is the intention. If your intention is to purify, then as you chant it, as the divine energy comes down, you have a certain level of consciousness, you'll flush out and purge out a lot of negative thoughts, negative emotions. Okay? Now, let's see. What else? Another purpose of Om is when you chant Om, it can be used to raise your vibration. So if a place is very heavy, which actually happens at the same time, the negative energy in the room vibrates very low. So when you chant Om, the divine energy coming down will disintegrate a lot of these lower frequencies and flush it out. And of course, as the lower frequencies disappear, the frequency of the room goes up. Okay, some people say they cannot hear. I think they can hear. All right, if you're on Instagram, could you double check? I know a lot of you are watching. Can you hear? If you can hear, say so. If you can't hear, turn up your volume. There's no secret reason or psychic reason. It's just maybe you forgot to turn the volume on. All right, let's go back. So, when you chant Om, number one is intention. What do you want to do with it? Number two, who's chanting it? Who's chanting it? Because if you have somebody who's has a beautiful voice, they chant it, that's nice. But if you have a person who might not chant it so nicely, but they have a strong spiritual connection, then more energy flows through. So who chants it makes a difference. In other words, if you have an ordinary person off the street chanting Om, and you have somebody who's been meditating and chanting and has a strong spiritual connection, and they chant Om, everything else being equal, which never are, assuming that they chant at a certain volume and so on, that person with a stronger spiritual connection, more energy flows through when they chant Om. Next, it also has to do with how it's chanted. It's beyond what we're doing now, but just to give you an idea, oftentimes you see the word Om, O-M, right? And sometimes you see A-U-M. I know all of you have your ideas what it is. I'm not going to tell you. I can't tell you the details. We'll know about it in the higher classes, but it's something like this. All right? There's somebody playing loud music outside. I think they need attention, so whatever. Okay. I want you to listen, and I want you to kind of sense how it feels in your body. With that, car goes by, because even though we're in a soundproof room, some people really need attention, so they blast their stereo really loud. So we'll just wait. Okay, the guy's gone. Ready? Okay, close your eyes. All you have to do is listen. Om. Okay? Here's the other one. Here's another one. Om. Okay, we chanted 3 different ways. Same guy chanting it. I didn't add any more intention to any of them. All I did was chant. If you can sense a difference, let me know. I think some of you can get comments. I think Instagram, YouTube, I can. The rest of it, I won't know the difference. But anyway, okay? So, if you notice a difference, say so. You see, it's something like this. There's so many factors. People just think, oh, chanting is chanting. It's a science, the science of mantras. So, who chants it, the intention, how it's chanted, and here's another one when it comes to how it's chanted. The pitch, I think that's called pitch, right? Yeah, I don't do voice lessons, so I do my best. You know, like you have Om, like a lot of Tibetan monks, Om. And you have people who are sopranos, Om. Like, that's the best I can do. So the pitch also determines, let me just fix this, make sure it's still working. Sorry. Anyway, all right. So the pitch determines to a certain extent what chakras are being affected. So when you chant Om with a very, very low pitch, it has a tendency to stimulate or cleanse, depending on the intention. This is where the intention comes in, the lower chakras. As you go up in pitch, then the chakras that are being affected are also the ones on the middle and upper part of your body. So that's the oversimplified explanation. However, when you have a teacher, a yogi, a monk, a saint, whatever, who understands the science behind it, they can actually use the energy plus their voice and the intention to purify all the chakras simultaneously. Or if what they want is to purify and bring down massive amounts of divine energy and awaken what is called the Kundalini energy, they can also do that. Make sense? So there's so many factors of it, so many perspectives of it. You cannot say, oh, I'll just go on the internet and download or buy the mantra Om. Maybe yes, maybe no. Depends on all those factors. Okay, that's that. So what we're going to do today, to just kind of be on the same page, we're going to use it for purification. And you've been with us long enough, you know, one of the ways we do it is we focus on the crown, focus on our hands and our feet. So to oversimplify it for you, this is input, hands and feet are output. Let's do this again. This is what? Input, hands and feet, output. So you're going to put your hand like this. You're going to chant Om verbally and just put in, you don't have to visualize anything. That's another mistake a lot of people make. Yeah, but you know, I cannot visualize well. Visualizing well simply means a certain faculty within you is stimulated. There are people who are not, let's just say, well-trained in visualization. Does not mean they can move, they cannot manipulate energy. Let me just put it another way. There are many ways to, quote-unquote, control, manipulate, or use energy. One is through your voice. That's obvious. It's called mantras, right? When you chant mantra, certain energies move in your body. Different energies in the universe are being tapped. Another way is through visualization. Visualization is a combination of your innate clairvoyant faculty plus your will. Another way to do it is just simply will it to happen. So what does that mean? You know, there are people when they heal, they don't visualize anything, they don't project anything intentionally, just say, okay, be healed. You know, like the way the Lord Jesus healed. That's how it's done. Make sense? So the many ways, don't get fixated on one. Just because you can't do one thing doesn't mean that you're not moving energy. If you have sound teachings, it works. And one last thing before we do the practice. And I've shared this with you many, many times before. I know some of you don't like it, but whatever. Don't shoot the messenger. Don't run after abilities. What does that mean? I cannot tell you how many people I've talked to. Oh yeah, you know, this person, he or she is so advanced because she has this ability to do this. That's nice. Oh, they can see this. That's nice. They can manifest this. That's nice. Well, that is great and nice. Those are byproducts of your spiritual practice and your level of oneness. In other words, you're not running after or desiring those abilities just to show off. Oh yeah, I want to be clairvoyant. I want to be able to, I don't know, astral travel. I want to do this. All those abilities are not what you go for. What you go for is the sense of oneness, spiritual illumination. For what? So you can be a better service to others. That is the objective. If that is your objective, all these abilities will show up at its needed time. Make sense? Anything else, like I was in a certain part of the world I was teaching not too long ago, and I was told there's this person, all he's interested is to be clairvoyant. He wants to see auras. He wants to see this. He wants to see that. I go, what do you mean? I was talking to the person who told me. I said, what does that mean? That's all they're interested in. In other words, they want to take Arhatic yoga, they want to take this, they want to take that, they want to drink this, smoke this, and all of this is for that objective. I said, for what? Oh, he said he wants to explore. You know, I told the person, whatever, don't waste my time. Because if that's your objective, forget that. Good luck. Not going to happen. Or if it does, it becomes what you call glamour. Once you start to see energy, that now defines them. So the ego go to the roof. However, if your objective, because you want to see energy, you want to be more sensitive, is because that way you can be more effective in healing your patients, your clients, your friends, loved ones, families, members, guess what? It comes at the right time, at the right amount. Clear? Don't run after abilities. That's one of the ways you know if a school, for the lack of a better word, is a cult. Because they're dangling all these abilities to you rather than saying, hey, these are the teachings for you to spiritually develop, for you to evolve, so you can be of greater service to the world. Completely different objectives. One is to what? It's like clickbait. So you'll come in. The other one says, this is what it is. It's not glamorous. We don't want you. So all these spiritual abilities come because they are tools that you will need to allow you to serve. Make sense? So if you're looking for, oh yeah, you know, I want to have a brighter aura, I want to have a golden aura so that when clairvoyants look at me, they'll be wearing sunglasses, or I can see energy so I can astral travel, I can do this and do that. You have to ask yourself, why? Because it's cool. Okay, forget about it. If that's what you're looking for, wrong school. That's not what we do here. Because I remember my teacher when I first started, he already told us, look, your objective to spiritual development, spiritual growth, is not just for yourself. So you can be of greater service to others. If you have bigger chakras, bigger aura, you can't parade it around anyway. What is it for? Bigger aura, bigger chakras, stronger spiritual connection, so more energy flows through you to help other people. If it's not glamorous enough for you, sayonara, wrong school. Go somewhere else. Clear? That's that. Okay, so here's the plan. We're going to do cleansing. We're going to chant Om together. And I'm not going to tell you the rest of it. We'll just do it because the more I tell you right now, you overthink it. So, shall we? To the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Mother, to all the spiritual elders, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, spiritual helpers, you can pray to whoever you like. Personally, to my teacher, Master Chokok Sui Mahagu Jumeling, we humbly invoke for the divine light, divine love. Thank you for your guidance. Thank you for the opportunity to be of service to the world in full faith, and so it is. Okay, ready? To increase the amount of energy flowing through, let's affirm oneness. Put your hand like this. Tap your crown. Just be aware of your crown, keep your tongue on the roof of your mouth, listen and silently repeat. I am that. I am. I'm not the body, I'm not the emotion, I'm not the thoughts, I am the soul. I, the soul, am a spiritual being of divine intelligence, divine love, and divine power. I am that. That is my true nature. And just be still. I am connected in one to my higher soul. I am connected in one to the divine spirit in me. I am a child of God. I am one with God. I am one with all. There is only oneness. Just allow your consciousness and awareness to drift above your crown. Just let it move on its own. Let it float above your head. I am that. Be still. Maintain your stillness and awareness way above your head. Simultaneously open your hands in a blessing position. Be aware of your crown. That's where the divine energy will come in. Be aware of your hands. That's where old energy will be flushed out. Same thing with the soles of your feet. Verbally chant Om and just be aware of the energy flowing through you. Again, you don't have to visualize anything. If you see anything, great. If not, don't worry about it. Just be aware of your crown, your hands and your feet, and chant with me. Now be still. After you chant Om and you practice stillness, you might feel or sense the energy flowing through you. A little vibration. Just let it flow. As you chant it, feel the energy flow through you. Let the vibration go through every particle of your being. Be still. Maintain your stillness and awareness. Imagine a little point of light, like a miniature star, just floating above your head. Just put your complete attention there. Keep your hands where they are. Keep your tongue on the roof of your mouth. And all you have to do is listen. The rest will be done for you. Be still. Just let the energy flow through your entire being, disintegrating, flushing out all lower frequency, all impurities, negative thoughts, negative energies in your physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual bodies. All these negative energies are disintegrated, extracted, expelled, and properly disposed of. Just keep your hands and feet where they are. Just let the energy flow through you. Maintain your stillness and awareness. Now gently put your hands down. Keep your tongue on the roof of your mouth. Keep your eyes closed. Just be still. We'll raise your frequency. I'm just going to ring a bell. Just be receptive. Just leave your awareness on that big, bright sun floating above your head. Just allow your awareness to stay there. The image doesn't have to be clear, just know it's there. And listen. Let go. Now. Let go. Just let things be and just let things happen. May you, the soul, the spiritual self, be immersed in an ocean of brilliant, brilliant light. May you, the spiritual self, be immersed and swim in an ocean of unconditional love. Let it permeate your entire being on all levels. Now, let go, and let it be. Now. Gently, very slowly, very gently and slowly come back to your body. You move your fingers, move your toes. Gently, slowly come back. Take your time. Just take your time. Okay. Open your eyes. It's a short meditation. It was like about 9 minutes or so. By the way, the good news is, even after we stopped, if you're sensitive, you'd still feel stuff draining. It's like you open up the pipeline, the energy is flowing. So if you want to, even after we're done, you can just sit there, be still, just have your hands open, uncross your legs, uncross your arms, and just keep your tongue on your palate. It's very, very important to keep your tongue on your palate, okay? That allows the energy to keep flowing. And then just drain all this negative energy out of you. And the nice thing about it is, the mantra Om, it has certain level of intelligence. I'll talk about it more if you're joining me tomorrow for the, I might as well talk about it. It's the introduction to pranic healing. That's tomorrow night, same 6 p.m. That's going to be for about an hour or so. We'll go in more detail, okay? Anyway, so just being still, the energy continues to flow. And what I would recommend after you're done, just say, okay, I feel better. Get up and do some exercises. That flushes it out even more. All right? And once you notice, you can do this anytime. All right? Let me just talk about quickly before we end, talk about tomorrow. Again, it's free tomorrow night at 6 p.m. I'm looking at about an hour and a half the most. Don't want to make it too long because a lot of people have been asking, hey, you talk so much about pranic healing. What is it? So we'll make it short. Just let you feel the energy. Just go to the details of what it is. Pranic comes from the word prana, which is Sanskrit for life force, chi in Chinese. And what Grandmaster Choco Sui did is he took all these different techniques, different principles from all over the world, and basically distilled it. What are the key things that are needed for healing? Now, number one thing people say, well, but I'm not a healer. First of all, you are. If not, your body be dead. In other words, your body has the ability to heal itself. Now, what we're trying to do is just let you understand what the mechanism principles that make it happen, extract that information so you can use it to accelerate your own healing and also be able to help others. And then if you take it further, with all that energy, you can use it for improving your finances, improving your relationships, increasing your spirituality. I'll talk about that tomorrow. Okay? So we're going to be practicing self-healing. We'll give you a technique you can use right away. We'll also talk about how to clear your space. We'll also talk about how to use this energy to improve your finances and your relationship. Okay? That's all going to be packed in tomorrow. So that's tomorrow night, 6 p.m. And if you want to sign up, again, it's free. It doesn't cost you anything. You go to mastercode.org. When you go there, it's the first thing there. You just click and register. Now, we're not going to be broadcasting it on YouTube or Facebook or any of the, or Instagram. It's going to be a closed room. Only people who register, because I want to share more, and I have no clue who's watching now. I mean, people might not appreciate it or misuse it. That's why I'm going to keep it there in that closed room, for lack of a better way of explaining it. Okay? So just register at mastercode.org. Everything's there, and we'll see you tomorrow night. Oh, if you can make sure we'll give you instructions, have a bucket of salt water next to you. Because when we do self-healing for stress, anger, and resentment, you don't want to just toss it in the air. You want to have a bucket, just get a bucket like this. Have water maybe this much and a handful of salt. Regular salt, not Epsom salt. In other words, the cheapest salt you can find. Okay? So you learn techniques how to work on yourself. And then for the ones who are interested, later on, if you want to continue, we'll also have classes here in the United States. And then we'll also have a link there. So wherever you are in the world, look for your nearest pranic healing center. Okay? So that's tomorrow night. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. We'll give you techniques you can use right away. And the ones who want to continue, then there's pranic healing, advanced pranic healing, pranic psychotherapy, arhatic yoga. I'll talk about that tomorrow. But definitely, you will walk out of it, have tools and techniques you can help yourself, people you love, simple, easy to use techniques. And then if you want to do more, then you study more. Okay? Now, one last thing. Okay, close your eyes. Come on, just put your hands down. Close your eyes. Just be still. If you've lasted this long, I think you can handle the energy. We'll take you a little higher. Be still. Be still and let the energy take you higher and higher. Let go. Gently Very slowly come back to your body. Gently and slowly move your fingers and toes. These are the farthest away from your crown. So as you move your fingers and toes, it allows the energy to flow through you to those edges, thereby bringing you back to your body. All right, let's give thanks to the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Mother. Thank you to all the spiritual elders, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, and spiritual helpers. Personally, to my teacher, Master Chokok Sri Mahagujimeni, thank you in full faith, and so it is. All right, it's a shorter session tonight. I hope you got a lot of it out of it, and you can replay this again over and over again. You want to go through the purification. One thing that people don't realize is they keep wanting to have more energy. Okay, let me just touch on that really quickly. I can't tell you how many people I say, how many of you would like to have more energy? Like when I'm in UP, everybody raise their hands, right? Tony said, they want to have more energy. And so most people think, oh, I want to have more energy. They have to keep taking stuff, right? And by the time I'm done with them, they go, oh, having more energy, it's not just about putting stuff in. It's about taking all the garbage and the crap out of your system. Because look at it this way. We're swimming in an ocean of energy, right? So it's just like if you throw somebody into a pool of water and they say, oh, I'm so thirsty. Okay. How come you're thirsty? You're in a pool of water. Open your mouth. Oh. Yeah, but there's something stuck in my mouth. Well, get rid of it so you can drink. It's so ridiculously obvious, but most people miss it. They want to have more energy, so they keep stuffing all this energy into them, vitamins and whatever else stuff they can put in their system to have more energy, but it doesn't last. You know why? It's not being assimilated. So the secret for having more energy, it's so simple, but most people miss it altogether. The secret of having more energy is to make sure you clear all the lower frequencies and energies out of your system first. Interesting part is, just by doing that, immediately create space for fresh energy to go in. That's why when you do our cleansing, you go, hey, how come I have more energy? Exactly the point. You want to poop first before you keep stuffing your mouth. Clear? So we'll cover that in more detail tomorrow. All right? And I think that's it. So namaste, everyone. You all take care, and leave me your comments. I hope that was okay with you guys with the Om. You were not too barbecued. We'll see you tomorrow night, 6 p.m. And tell your friends and loved ones. Go again to mastercode.org. And anyway, you go to the post. It's there anyway. Mastercode.org. It's there. It's tomorrow night, 6 p.m. California time. That's it. Namaste. God bless. See you tomorrow.